Yep, y'all, we have another bang, aka another school video. School is hell. Now these facts, bro. Like school. Like before the video starts, I know school's about to start in like a couple days or weeks wherever you live. Some people already in school. I feel so bad for y'all, but bro, we all gotta do it. I hate school. It's freaking, it's booty. It's booty cheeks. But enough talk. Let's get into the video.
Ah yes, the first day of school. Going back to school might be one of the best feelings. You get to see your friends again, see the cool teachers, show off the new you.
I mean, that's true, but like, I feel like the first day of school is so anticipated until you actually get there, until like the day actually ends. Cause like it'd be so fun in the morning, you know why? Cause like, bro, I feel like in school, like the first day of school only be like amazing. Like when y'all go in like the cafeteria to get breakfast, you sit down with your friends, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. Maybe you you making new friends. But cool new teachers. I mean, it's like a 50-50. Sometimes you got some cool teachers. The other time you got some teachers that bitch all the time, bro. I know some teachers from experience. I'm not gonna say names, but I know. You know who you is.
That's what I'd be saying. If I was tweaking, bruh. Going back to school has to be one of the top worst experiences in your life. Summer is the best season, and a big reason for why that is because there was no school. And the moment it ends, you have to deal with the torture of school for the next 9 months. I swear, the last week before summer is over, you get hit with a wave of depression because you know that this break is gonna end. Every summer seems to zoom by so quick. I mean, like having 2.5 months is cool and all, but when you look at the entire year as a whole, it's really not that long. You could spend your summer just hanging out with friends, working a part-time job, watching your favorite show, and before you know it, it's already the night before school. And I don't know if it's just me, but every single night before the first day of school, I get absolutely zero sleep. I guess part of the blame is on me for ruining my sleep schedule by—
No, I'm not gonna lie. School sleep schedule, I'm not gonna lie. My sleep schedule was freaking fries, bro. Like, I feel like just like waking up on the first day of school, I feel like it's hard to sleep. Because in summer, you can go to sleep whenever you want. But it is what it is.
Sleeping at 4 a.m. and waking up at noon every single day during the summer. But even when you fix your sleep schedule and prepare the night before by packing up early and laying out your clothes, you can't get off your mind that you have to wake up from that dreadful alarm at 7 in the morning. And for the people that had a longer commute and had to take the bus, they had to wake up extra early. My parents needed to drop me off to school an hour early.
You lucky. I used to be getting dropped off at school in middle school, bro. Bro, you lucky, bro. Cause bro, waking up to get to the goddamn sweaty, stanky, musty bus. It's also another thing. And plus, it's bad when the bus don't be outside next to your house. You gotta walk to the bus. You gotta walk to the bus. And then the worst part of it too, it be cold as hell. Like most of the school year is cold. Like when is school hot? It's never hot.
Because they had work. So I would show up to school looking like a zombie the way my eye bags looked. And the clothes I was wearing at that time was not helping. Back then, I thought I had style, I thought my outfits were fire, but oh my god, when I look back at my old photos, who let me out the house with that atrocious ass fit? I'm not saying like I dress the best nowadays, but at least it wasn't like this. I was really rocking the skinny jeans paired with the oversized—
I'm not gonna lie, bro, don't wear skinny jeans, bro. It looks sassy.
Hoodie type of fit. And just when you think the morning can't get any worse, you're handed the infamous class schedule. And there's nothing more painful than getting some straight BS for your classes. In my school, the class schedule is completely randomized, so you can have the best luck of all time, like Billy over here with his first period being art, second period being theater, third period being ceramics, and his last class being math. But meanwhile, you could also have the worst luck of all time, with your first period as math, second period being chemistry, and a hard-ass elective being like astronomy or something. And that's the schedule you gotta stick with for the entire year. The time of day you have the harder classes matter a lot. Because imagine going to school at 8 a.m. in the morning and the first thing you gotta deal with is the damn quadratic formula. In my opinion, math class shouldn't exist as a first period. The subject is already hard enough, and you're expected to keep up with this nerfed brain capacity when your body isn't fully awake. Especially when it's test day. Being the first period to take a test feels like you're a lab rat, cause it's not a secret that us students help each other out. Like after the test is over, we might let the other guys know in the next period what questions to look out for, which is not cheating, by the way. It's called networking. But being the person with the first period math class is taking one for the team. Another thing that sucks about classes is figuring out where to go for every single one of those periods. And the way some of these rooms are listed makes me think it's written by nuclear codes or something. This would be so confusing as a freshman because I will be lost on where class BC 138 is. But when I asked the teacher, apparently it's supposed to be common knowledge.
Excuse me, I'm trying to figure out where my biology class is. Do you know where BC 138 is?
Oh, I see. You're a freshman.
What is
aren't you?
going on, Mahalo?
Well, B actually stands for biology, and the C stands for come on over to the second floor. So your class is gonna be on the second floor up the stairs.
Alright, I lied. It wasn't that confusing unless you're a freshman, but there were still letters and numbers to label.
No, going to high school as a freshman fucking sucks. It sucks so much. Cause bro, at my school, bro, you still get in trouble if you late. Even if you brand new to the school, that's stupid. Like, why? You like, make sure you don't be late again. You had to deal with this when you was 6th graders. Now if you know that was like 4 years ago, like, bro, it just make any sense, bro. That's why I say, bro. But hey, it's a good thing I'm not a freshman, bro. But bro, it's got the private school goes good, bro. Schools fucking suck. School's ass.
Classroom, and I still don't know what the letters stand for to this day. There's also passing periods, which is the time you get to go to your locker, go to the bathroom, and head on over to your next class. And this is great and all, but passing periods only last 5 minutes. So every single person will be scrambling in the halls trying to get to the next class within a 5-minute timer. And based on your schedule, your classes sometimes make you go across the entire school. So you have to run all the way to the other side of the school to make it to your class in time. Either that or you're gonna be late and have to deal with one of the most awkward things on the first day.
People staring at you, bro. Like, bro.
By being that person that walks in the silent classroom with everyone staring at you as you take up the last seat of the class.
I hate that.
Now when it comes to the classes, teachers are a hit or miss. Because there's so many teachers in the school, you can't tell which ones are the chill ones until you get your first-hand experience being a student in their class. But the teachers really make up the quality of your life as a student. You're faced with several teachers every single day while you're at school. And the good teachers will make your school experience amazing, while the bad teachers make your school experience hell.
I hate them.
Most likely you'll receive a mix of the good and bad teachers. But the chill ones are the ones who's very welcoming and understanding. They obviously care more about your well-being rather than getting you to do your work. I think a big part of it comes down to the communication styles between adults and teenagers. Obviously, a teacher's a grown-up whose job is to teach someone younger like a certain subject, but a good teacher requires more than just teaching. They have to be able to touch the youth.
Pause.
Figuratively.
But look, I will say this though, schools need more young teachers. Cause bro, I feel like not all old teachers, but I feel like old teachers be dickheads. Not all of them, but I feel like most of them. Cause bro, they're just trying to teach you and like bro, some teachers just get mad at everything you do. They don't try to understand, they just worry about you doing your work. I'm like, bro. Not only that, bro, the worst type of teachers, the tricked ass teacher that be like, all right, y'all, you gotta do this. But let me tell you, right? Let me tell you this. One of my last hours, you know, so one of my freshman year, 6th hour history. I hated that class. I struggled with that class. First of all, history, like I always struggled with that class growing up as a kid. Cause like, I feel like with me, if I find something a little bit boring, I'm not gonna remember it. So with history, I'm stuttering. Don't mind, but look. I feel like history, yeah, it can be useful, I guess, but I just don't care. But also, another thing about that class. Why is the shit due when we leave? But we leave at 2:50. Or no, we leave at 2:50, I don't know. It's due at like, at the end of class, like as soon as we leave. Why? That's not enough time to make us do work. I hate that class for that reason. Because first of all, for the first 10 minutes, we gotta write 5 things down to have us watch a random history videos. And sometimes they get the most butt history videos ever. Because bro, remember one time, at the end of the school year, they kept on popping up AI generated videos for us to watch and write down. Why? It was so hard to understand. Like I couldn't understand it. And second of all, they be talking for like 30 minutes and we only got like 20 or 19 minutes to do the work. And it'd be so goddamn much. Me like, are y'all even reading it? Y'all just giving the most basic answer. You gotta try harder. Bitch, how do you expect us to try harder when you only give like 20 goddamn minutes to get it done? Cause you know damn well if we do this shit at home, ooh, we ain't getting no grades. That shit gonna say, oh, you can't turn it in. You should have turned it in when you had the time to do it in class. Like holy fucking shit. And if you miss a day, oh guess what? You gotta tell your teacher. And then you gotta sign a fucking packet. And then you gotta write everything, specifically the words and what everything right. You have one miscorrect letter or word. Oh, guess what? You gotta write that shit again when you get home and bring it back. Like, why? Like, it makes it so much harder than it actually is. Like, why?
Being a good teacher requires having the skills to connect with someone who's generations younger, while having that younger person feel comfortable in the space that you're teaching. Shout out to my English teacher, Mr. J, in 8th grade. He knew how to do that. But a lot of quote-unquote bad teachers don't have that skill. Some of these
That's facts. Bad teachers, I know their names. Expect history. I'm not gonna say no names, but I will say this though. The best teacher of my freshman year, I'm gonna say his name. No, I'm not. But look, I'm just gonna call him Mr. T for nickname. Yeah, nickname, Mr. T. He was a good teacher, you know what I'm saying? Art teacher. You know what I'm saying? He was a good teacher. But everybody else was just bitching about stuff though.
These teachers treat teaching class like you're an NPC without putting any effort. Like they'll just yap for the entire hour of the class and send you home with 10 homework assignments every night. Like why am I getting homework on the first day? School just started. There's also those bad teachers who are very, very old, and you'll probably hear an excuse from them saying how back in their day, teachers were allowed to beat on the kids. So they're actually being very nice by giving students 10 assignments a night instead of whooping our asses. But at that point, just beat me, bruh. I'd rather get beat on with that 3-foot ruler than have to do these assignments every night. At the very least, with all these classes and staying in school for 7 hours a day and 5 days a week, you'll hopefully meet some cool people that'll be long-lasting friends in the future.
True.
Another shout out to my friends I met in high school. But anyway, we're close to reaching 50,000 subscribers, and it would mean a lot if you hit that subscribe button and like this video if you enjoyed. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.
Alright. Hold on. No, my light. Look, I gotta have a light, bro. Like this laptop, like, look, I won't get an upgrade soon. It's just, I used to have another webcam, but I got mad. It's a long thing. But look, that's it for the video. Let me stop doing that.